Next tonight, nurseries facing a crisis in their funding. That's according to the National Day Nurseries Association, a charity which is based in Huddersfield. Now, they say the money nurseries receive from government isn't enough to cover costs and that providers in more deprived areas are particularly at risk. Here's Mark Ansell.
Little Ark Nursery in Sheffield has seen the number of children attending drop by 50% since before the pandemic. They made a big loss when they stayed open for key workers during lockdown. Staff and heating expenses are on the up, and they say funding the nursery receives from government for deprived children does not cover the actual costs.
We're at a point of crisis, really, where the government needs to step in and to live up to the rhetoric, potentially, that we often hear from central government. Certainly over the last 2-3 years, that's not translated into us having a viable operation here to provide childcare which is quality. You know, we do our best, our staff are amazing, but the reality is that's not sustainable.
Mira has 2 children at the nursery and fears how working parents like her would be able to manage if it closed.
Nursery is very important for the families. Many families are there going to work, able to work to help the economy because they can send their children to nursery where they can interact with other children, develop their social skills.
In a government statement, the Children and Families Minister, Will Quince, says, "I'm so pleased that we secured a significant increase at the spending review in the hourly rates childcare providers will receive from next year, as well as increasing the minimum hourly rate that we fund councils for 3- and 4-year-old entitlement." But the government needs to go much further, according to the National Day Nurseries Association, which is based in Huddersfield.
This is a sector that is chronically underfunded for a number of years and the funding hasn't kept up with any increases. These are some of them are government imposed increases like national living wage, minimum wage, and of course now inflation is running at 4% and the energy costs have gone up. All these costs have increased, and yet the funding rate has only been going up a very, very small percentage.
The future of Little Ark Nursery, like many others, is on shaky ground. Mark Ansell, BBC Look North, Sheffield.